Greetings. Low check. Just put the P off to the side. Hold on. Good morning. Oh. Low check. Hold on. The low frames. Some low down dirty shame. Good morning, people. Big Brother Dribble Almighty. Tapping in with you early in the morning, top of the top. My mom just woke me up from Fajr. She sent me the text message. She's on a prayer line right now, so when I'm traveling, she be trying, she be checking for me and shit. He said, Gully, either you was in the military like me, or we just getting older, being up at 4:30 a.m. every day. My biological clock, that's the time that it's on right now, but I get a text message every day at around 4:30 in the morning. It's my mother. She get up to make Fajr prayer, and she get on the prayer line afterwards. So normally when that phone go off, I be pretty much up after that. Sometimes I'll lay back down, but yeah, mom hit me in the morning and shit. Greetings. He said, that's love. Yeah, that's how we operate and shit. It's like a roll call. She sent a text message to me and all my siblings and shit to make sure that God breathed life into our lungs this morning. That's what she called it. Be thankful that you woke up this morning. You did. He said, you're really an old head. Riddle me this. Matter of fact, do this for me. Turn and look at the first old head that you encountered today and do a comparison with me and your old head and see what you come up with. That's what you do. That's what you do. But I'm on method time, man. You dig what I'm saying? I'm on method time. B-Tech, what up? What up, pimp? If you ordered knittage this weekend, it's on the way as soon as I get off my flight. Reach hearts. You got a check next to your name. I guess when I get on people's live stream now, I'm gonna have a check next to my name too and shit. Because I'm verified now. That low is fired, Gully. I keep a little low around, man. I got a closet full of low with me. I got the low luggage. There's just no reason. Everything low, man. Everything low. There's no reason to be half-stepping, man. If you gonna do it, everything low. Everything low. We got, hold on. Everything low, man. There's no reason to be half-stepping. Is the ad on the Polar website? No. You need a compass to get this joint, yo. You need a compass. Need a compass. Nah, this ain't on the website. No, sir. No, sir. Waiting on my PA net for real. It's on its way. You dig? Yeah, good morning though, man. I wanted to tap in here and see if I can put on the low frames and see what's going on this morning and shit. He said polo not in style anymore. I don't follow styles or trends and shit. That's what you niggas do. Y'all wear the first thing that you see on a mannequin. Me, I stick to what I know, man. I stick to what I know. I stay in my lane and shit. Dig. So, pardon me. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no telling what you wearing right now. I don't know what people that follow the trends. I don't know what you guys are wearing, but it's gonna be some other shit within 6 months, cause that's what you working with. You dig? Would you ever interview DeHaven? Feel you can get the real? No, no DeHaven interviews. DeHaven is oversaturated. He's told that story over and over and over and shit. And just no disrespect to him, but that whole situation is cooked, man. I prefer original content, original concepts. My man said low will never be out of style. It's not a style to begin with. I didn't want to explain that to that goofy ass nigga, man. I didn't want to explain that to that goofball, man. Some niggas be out of touch. You dig? Thank you. Never stop loving said, well, hey there, handsome, and sent me the kissy faces. Well, hey there to you too. That's a lot of horsepower. My man said, polo never go out of style, dickhead. Some of these niggas don't know no better, man. I've told y'all the thing with social media is, it's like a classroom with no classification, meaning you got the retarded niggas in the same room as the geniuses and shit like that. So, you know, they'll blurt some shit out in the classroom, man, and you just excuse them niggas, man. Like they ain't they haven't taken their medication today and shit like that. You know them niggas need medication. You know what I'm saying? You know them niggas need medication, so just excuse them and shit. You know what I mean? Damn, y'all bugging off this hat, huh? Y'all like this joint, huh? It's just a little low, man. Just a little low. Powerful fit. This ain't no fit. I just put this on and shit, you know what I mean? I just got out the bed and I had this sweatshirt on yesterday, so I just put it back on and shit. You need a special YouTube for dummies. I agree. Do you know that guy is probably upset with us right now? He said, dude probably think money makes style. 50 got money, but he don't got no style. Adventures United and Adventure Unleashed said, I have a question. Super chatted, I got you. I work at Macy's downtown Brooklyn. Low life dudes used to clean us out weekly. If anybody else come through there, Gully, you know you crispy. Well, thank you. Thank you, man. I like the low and shit, man. It just works for me and shit. Just, you know, sporty, sophisticated. You looking healthy. We need that full gym routine. I'm going to work out this morning. Hold on. Gotta show y'all something. You see this? This is for everybody that said you looking healthy. You need this in your life. Soursop. Pure soursop bitters and shit. Soursop kills cancer. It eliminates bacteria from your body. It rejuvenates, you know, cells in your body and shit. I can't get caught without this, man. Like, whenever I touch down in a different city, if they got it, you're gonna find this at the roster spots and shit. Don't just go in the roster spots and just eat a bunch of fucking oxtails and shit like that, man. Get something that's gonna, Give you your Bruce Leroy glow. Dig? Is that cure to cancer? Look it up, soursop. They don't really sell it in the United States. Some people, I order from the actual fruit soursop from this company in Miami, but I'm sure that they import it from one of the islands and shit. They're not gonna have soursop just running wild in the United States because it's proven to kill cancer cells and shit. And that will upset Big Pharma. So my Jamaican granny used to make it fresh. It's a Jamaican drink. The Jamaicans are the ones who pushing all of the healing in the United States. I had to clarify that in my previous live stream when, you know, people trying to create a divide between blacks, Puerto Ricans, and Jamaicans in regards to hip hop. We need the Jamaicans. We need the Jamaicans, man. For real. For real. We need the Jamaicans. The Jamaican spots is where all of the fucking burdock and the elderberry and the, you know, the ginger roots, all of the herbs and shit. Like, we need them rosters. We need them for real. Straight up. What else? What else do you take of that soursop? I like the black seed bitters and the soursop bitters, but whenever I'm in like an Asian market or something and I see the soursop drink, they got soursop drinks that have the pulp in it and shit, I grab a few of them joints. We need to share all the health info, period. I try to bring it, man, when I get on this platform. I try to give it to y'all. Most importantly, to separate myself from the rest of the platforms online. A lot of the platforms online, they don't do nothing but push death, confusion, paperwork, more death. I want y'all to choose life when you come to Gully TV. Get your dribble right, remember that? He said, but if it shut down an organ or two because of ridiculous inflammation, you find it on every corner. Yeah, shit that'll kill you, they have it on every corner. Absolutely. Facts, facts. Top of the morning, you doing God's work, bro. That's what I represent, God's Cipher Divine. I gotta continue to do God's work, for real. So, tongue hat, maca or tongue hat. Nah, but I got it in this, I got this, this honey. I got this specific honey. I think it's called tongue hat honey or some shit. But it got that in there. It got ashwagandha. This fucking honey that I got, it got a whole bunch of shit in there. But that's one of the ingredients. Yes, this anti-Caribbean agenda, they poisoning the culture with is crazy, as if most of the greatest of all time don't have some type of roots from the islands. I agree with you. I agree with you entirely. But I don't think it's the black Americans that's pushing that. Like, some people, some Jamaicans, they will let you know that you're a black American and they are a Jamaican as if there's something totally different. Only difference is that you come from the island, nigga, and I'm from the United States. But I had to tell a Jamaican one time, this was a Jamaican that I fucked with. He was like, we was in jail, and we were sitting around watching TV one day. We was watching the news, because me and him used to work together. And while everybody else was locked up, we would be out on the deck, you know, sweeping and, you know, taking out the trash and shit. And afterwards, we would just sit down in front of the TV before everybody else got out their cells and kind of like watch the news and shit. He was like, yo, man, you one of the only Yankees I fuck with. I looked at this nigga. I said, what you say? You one of the only Yankees that I trust, that I fuck with and shit like that. I said, man, I ain't no fucking Yankee, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, I said, you black like me, right? I said, we black, right? He said, yeah. I said, man, well, I ain't no fucking Yankee, man. Don't be calling me no shit like that. What the fuck is wrong with you? He started laughing. He started laughing. I said, man, I'm a nigga. Like, ain't you a nigga? He said, yeah. I said, I'm a nigga too. Like, fuck is you talking about, Yankee and shit? But that's their word for Americans and shit like that. Man, don't be calling me no goddamn Yankee, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? We laughed about that shit, but nobody had ever corrected him on that type of shit. That's like their. I took it as derogatory. That's their derogatory word for black Americans. Yankee. The fuck is you talking about, man? Don't you know that we associate Yankees with white folks? When I think of the Yankees, I think of red, white, and blue and shit like that. The fuck is you talking about? How do you associate that with some black shit? Don't ever call me no goddamn Yankee, man. What's wrong with you? But the Jamaicans be on that and shit. Like, some of them be on that. Not all of them, but you just gotta, like, let them know. I see you are a lowlife, Gully. I like the Ralph Lauren brand. I'm heavy on it. It look good on me, man. It's sophisticated, fly, it's sporty, man. You could wear it to a baby shower, man. You could wear it to a wedding. You could wear it to parent-teacher conference. You could wear it on a date. You could wear it to go to a sporting event. They put it together right. They do. So I've been going a little bit, more extreme with it lately and shit. That's why I prefer not to wear the New York fitteds with the Yankee script. So you just wear the one to say NY on it, the navy blue joint. Mexicans from Mexico do Mexican Americans the same way. People need to park that shit. That's some sucker shit. We ain't with that, man. We stand for equality and shit. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, equality. You know what I'm saying? For real. Is that ginger beer? No, that's ginger ale, but I had a dope ass ginger beer earlier. I had a pineapple ginger beer. That's my shit. I drink a lot of it. They call Jamaican Americans Yankees too. Is that right? I just finished 2 miles, did the trap bar deadlifts first. Good morning. I'm going to get it in later on, man. Did y'all listen to that song by Jello Ball? Niggas be wanting to argue for no reason, man. That's a good song. That dude's off to a great start. That's a good song. I worked out to that song this afternoon. I listened to it about 4 times, so I knew that it was a vibe. It's a vibe. That's a good song. He said, that's my shit, Gully. It's my shit too. It's my shit too. I fuck with it. It's called Tweaker. If you haven't heard it, he said, that song gives me 2003 vibes. It is, yo. Gotta give him his flowers. I don't know why people trying to act like it ain't no good. Johnny McCrant, what up? Man, y'all can't time out Johnny McCrant. Is you crazy? Hold on. Oh, Johnny zapped you. Okay. All right, okay, Johnny zapped you. I thought somebody did something to Johnny. I'm like, oh, Johnny, you zapped the motherfucker. I thought somebody zapped you. I'm like, man, that's one of my moderators. What the fuck is y'all doing? He said, I zapped that nigga. What you shooting for? Nigga said some blade shit. Gully, top of the top, the low looks. Fire just tapped in, about to finally hit some push-ups after my rotator cuff's been fucked up for the past few weeks. I'm back though. Welcome back. Welcome back. Subscribe to the channel. Good morning. Boom. Getting back to the song, man. The song by Jello Ball. They father, LeVar Ball, he was boasting and promoting his sons, man, when they was in high school. He like, my sons, they the shit. You know what I'm saying? They all going to the NBA, da-da-da-da-da. Two of them did go to the NBA. The third one, I thought he was talented enough to play in the NBA. He was on the Charlotte Hornets G League team for a period of time and shit, but ultimately he didn't make it in basketball. So he's doing music, and it's working. It's working. I'm like, man, he. This is what you get when you step back and you let a black man raise his sons, man. LeVar Ball strikes me as he didn't have any interference with raising his sons. He made all of the decisions and shit. I don't see him having to compete, debate, or argue with a chick about how he was gonna raise his sons and shit. Like, I went through a conflict with a chick. She telling me I'm being too hard on him. Bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? Don't you know that any coach this nigga have in life gonna be hard on him? The fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? You too hard on him. I'm not too hard on him, dumbass bitch. This little nigga represent me. This nigga have to have some extra qualities and shit, and I'm instilling them in him. You dig? Yes, I need this nigga to do this motherfucking layup with his left hand. With his right hand. He's a natural lefty. He got to perfect this right hand. Shit simple as that cause a conflict with him. Why ain't you too hard on him? Bitch, shut the fuck up. Damn. You can't tell me how to raise a man from your feminine perspectives. Man, I'm trying to tell you. God damn. Jello had the best form in his jumper. He was just out of place for him being 6'3", playing forward in college, but he had a nice form. Yeah. Low life ain't no style, it's a way of life. Emphatically, was seeing some of Jello G League highlights. He was cooking. For whatever reason, he didn't make it, man. And I wanted him to. He still probably can try to still pursue basketball, and I would, because he's young and shit. And something probably could happen for him. The thing that people confuse is that NBA is the only way. This niggas that became millionaires playing overseas and playing in other countries and shit. Like, the NBA, it's not, that's one league. Got 30 teams. Most people would like to play in the NBA, but shit, at the end of the day, you trying to play for a paycheck and shit. Like, that's gotta be one of the best jobs in the world. He said, Jello, in my opinion, don't want to play anymore. Nah, he don't want to play anymore. Nah, he gave it a shot. He a rapper now. But the song that he got out is dope. And I see a lot of people probably gonna want to be featured on that song. If he get the proper features on that song, I seen it. If somebody like Pop Smoke was around, Pop Smoke would be dope on that song. But niggas they gonna want to get on that remix, and he gonna be able to sell that. You know what I'm saying? But for that to be his first song that's out, that's a hell of a start. You know what I mean? Y'all know I'm real critical of music and shit. If it ain't no good, I'm gonna say it ain't no good. That's a good song. I listen to it in the gym. And I was watching a lot of NBA players listen to it on their live stream. He got 7 million views on World Star. So that means a lot of people are listening to it. If he put that shit on streaming platforms, he done already made some money. For real. He blew his chance still in overseas. Now, he fucked up in college. Had he went on and played for UCLA, he probably would have been in a better position, but he ended up going to the NBA anyway. He ended up playing in the NBA anyway. He said, I gotta hear this shit. It's called Tweaker. I'm telling you, gonna fuck with it. And he said something about, I'm thankful for my father. He helped me to go farther. I thought that was admirable. I think they got a Stephon Marbury statue in China. They do. Ice Cube's Big Three is making nice moves. He could play in the Big Three and be the shit. For real. That song probably not his only banger. I would think that it isn't. the way that I started paying attention to it is that I seen NBA niggas giving it attention, like listening to it. I'm like, this song probably already playing in arenas and shit like that. Cube would definitely have him in the big three. Did you watch D-Rose ceremony? Nah, I didn't watch it. They retired his jersey. Why all their girlfriends older bird heads? Young niggas like fucking older bras, man. Older bras, hips be bigger and shit like that. They be done had a couple kids. I went through this before. Motherfucker asked why do niggas be wanting to, why do niggas be fucking older broads and shit? That pussy be seasoned and shit. You know what I'm saying? Their requirements is different, man. They don't be wanting to argue or nothing like that. They just be wanting to fuck you and shit. Bring your young ass up in here and jump up and down in this pussy, man. Young niggas with that. That's all you want me to do is tee off on you? Yeah. Come on in this motherfucking tee off. He said, man, listen. My mom had to come get me from a chick house one time. Mom looked around. I ain't coming home and shit. That's my fucking teenage son. Fuck is my baby at? I ain't gonna say the chick name. He over such and such house. Man, my mom had to come, man, bring your motherfucking ass home, man. What the fuck is you doing? God damn, what the fuck is going on? This bitch in here fucking me to death, man. Shit. Bitch in here fucking me to death. She got all these big ass comforters in her bed and shit. You know, them older chicks, they be having 4 and 5. Bitches be having 5 pillows of all sorts of shapes and sizes in the bed and shit. Like, you get lost in one of them bitches' beds and be so much shit going on in there. Older women be having recipes for your soul. Old head feed you and shit. Hell yeah. Bringing the food to the bedroom and shit. Bitch get you in a bedroom, give you her remote control. They be like, here, give you the remote control. You just sit back. Like, man, I ain't going no motherfucking where. You know what I mean? When you're a young nigga, you gotta chase pussy and shit. One of them OGs trap you in their bedroom and shit. You be like, shit. Word. He said, could cook, got their own money. Old chick ran me bathwater. I was confused. She said, like Omar Epps juice. I got a cousin, right? No bullshit. I ain't gonna say his name and shit. I got a cousin. He married. This nigga married, right? But it's this older chick interfering. And it's gonna be hectic on his marriage, man. I was with him in his vehicle one day and shit. And he buy a lot of knits and shit from me and shit. And he was we riding and shit, and he pulled up at this house. You know, certain chicks do the home health care shit. They might be at a residential house. And he pulled up at this house. And he ran in there for about 5 minutes. He came back, got in the whip, and he did like this. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit. She gave you the credit card. I'm like, man, your marriage is officially corrupted, man. Cuz took me to the machine. Nigga took me to the machine, like, you know, he's showing out too and shit, right? Bitch just passed him credit cards and shit. He got back in the car. He hit that motherfucking dashboard and shit. Went to the motherfucking machine. Motherfucking machine got the spitting paper out and shit like that. He bought all kind of knits from me and shit. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, man. And I know him. This is my cousin. I know him. I know that his marriage is corrupted, man. Not because she ain't just fucking him and shit, man, but she kicking down. Like, they be financially secure too and shit. She kicking down. I'm like, she gave you the card. He like, I'm like, God damn, cuz, let's go shopping. He like, oh, man. He said, position well played. I'm like, damn. Niggas want situations and shit, right? So, listen, that ain't it. My other man was in the car with us, right? He got a landscaping company and shit, right? While my cousin in there getting the card, homeboy telling me, he like, man, I love that bitch. He telling me that he love her too. You know why? she be patronizing his landscaping company and shit. He like, yeah, man, I be cutting the bitch grass and all kind of shit. So, yo, my man, my cuz fucking her. My cuz fucking her. She taking care of him, and my other man got a landscaping company and shit. This nigga cutting the grass and the hedges and shit. He like, man, she be tipping and everything. Told this nigga, man, you better not never cut this bitch off. He like, I told this nigga, he better not never cut this bitch off. I was like, no, she gotta leave on her own, man. Ain't no cutting her off. Married or not, he married. I'm like, yo. I'm like, man, nah, man, cause them type, if you ever been in them type of situations, like, some women, they kind of fickle. They'll wake up one day and just like, oh, I don't think this is right. This is over. So you gotta let her do her thing and shit, because you never know when it's gonna be over with, man. For real. You know, it's crazy turn coming with that, unfortunately. You know, it's a crazy turn coming with that. Yeah, eventually she might just up and say, you know, this isn't right, like, or whatever. You know how they is and shit. They'll switch directions on you, but that's why you gotta burn that card out, man, because you don't never know when the well gonna dry up. He gonna end up going through something with somebody over there. He already is. He already is. He already is. There's a lot of shit going on with it, but he ain't gonna stop fucking with her, man. Cause she coming with them benefits and shit, yo. He said dynamic moral compass. I'm gonna go through something with somebody over that bread. Team gonna eat. When is your next Tubi movie? I got the script. I've had the script for like 4 months for the next joint is Cream Part 2. And they going through something over the budget. These films require a certain type of budget and shit like that. So, you know, I ain't in the front office or anything, but I asked my man, like, man, what we going to set? He was like, man, we trying to make sure that we got all of the funds together. So that's what it is and shit. Good morning. It's 6 a.m. and everybody's here. I got some dope content for y'all. I'm on the road right now. I've been on the road the whole weekend and shit. I got some fire original content coming for y'all. I'm back on the road, man. For real. 2025, I'm back on the road. I've decided, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I break even. This shit gonna continue to go and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. He said she take care of everybody. Nothing but love for her. Hell yeah. My man said the Ravens, they finally beat the fucking Steelers. I seen that. The Ravens might take it. The Ravens might take the Ravens might win the Super Bowl. You can't count them out, for real. The only obstacle that they've had has been the Steelers. They might win it, man. I like their squad, too. I like their squad. You see that they running, how the fuck do you run a Wildcat, man, with Lamar Jackson and shit? Did you see they direct snapped that ball to Derrick Henry? They direct snapped the ball to Derrick Henry. That nigga took off. He said, your Packers cook. We're going to see about that today. Do you ever rock Hilfiger? I got some Hilfiger t-shirts and shit like that. You know, undergarments, but I ain't wore Tommy in a long time. Andy Hilfiger follows me on Instagram. And he just popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, this dude watching me and shit. I felt that he was watching my PA Nick designs. And I'm saying to myself, this nigga watching me, he need to hire me. He need to hire me, man. I could resuscitate that whole brand and shit. He said, big fella, smell that ring. Yeah, I'm a Packers fan. We gonna deal with the Eagles today and shit. Yeah. They ain't been putting out no dope designs, man. Polo got black people in their design department and shit. They got black people over there designing and shit, so they gonna stay in the mix for some time to come. They've hired black people, black consultants and shit like that. Tommy probably need to be reprogrammed. You notice how expensive it is to eat healthy on the road? Yeah. When you go to different cities and shit, you might run into more options and shit, but I'm gonna treat myself regardless, yo. For real. I had ackee and saltfish yesterday for breakfast. It's crack. I'm gonna treat myself, period. Because when I was smoking weed, I was treating myself. I would go to the dispensary and I would buy me 4 or 5 different flavors and shit. You know what I mean? Might come out of the dispensary with damn near an onion or a half ounce or some shit like that. Treat yourself, man. You know what I mean? Very blunt, I put in my body and shit. I'm putting medicated shit in my body now and shit. You know what I mean? Black seed oil, soursop bitters, black seed bitters, elderberry syrup, burdock, you know what I mean? All that type of shit. Kid has some knitted Nike Max joints, trying to sell them for 10 bands. What's your thoughts on Loose Cannon and Jackie 100? I fuck with Loose Cannon, man. He approached me the right way and shit. Me and his exchanges are thorough and shit. I posted a couple of his videos on my platform, and not only that, he passed me some content a couple times and shit. You know what I'm saying? He fuck with me too. I deal with niggas under hustlers' terms and shit, man. Like, when dealing with me, if you identify one of my outstanding traits, that being me being a hustler, then we'll get along great. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he identified that about me. This nigga hustling shit. I'm trying to fuck with this. Because from day one, he fucked with me when I reached out to him about doing a specific interview. And he was like, I was texting him. I can't remember where I got his number from. Or maybe he sent it. Can't remember where I got his number from. I think somebody gave it to me, or might have been somebody between us. But when I texted him, he was like, yo, this is the real Gully TV. I was like, yeah. He was with it. Once he discovered who I was, he was with it. He was. The soursop juice from the Jamaican grocery store, is it a good option? Everything in that Jamaican store is a good option. Everything in there is good money. Everything in the Jamaican store is good money. And everything in the Asian market is good money and shit. Straight up. I know you have stopped some paper by stopping smoking. I invested it. I put it in my companies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely was able to save some paper and, you know, do some other things and shit. I just don't got that, smoking weed is a vice, you know what I'm saying? And I was addicted to it since I was 17. I went through a lot of shit on that weed. This moon do everything. Let me get you up out of here. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna have some right now. I'm supposed to take tablespoons. I take a swig. I take a swig once in the morning, once in the evening and shit. I need you to help me promote my mushroom coffee powder that I sell on Amazon. My email is gullytvboss@gmail. I feel you, but I'm referring to the recent loose cannon whack 100 Adam 22 incident about the fight. I heard that them niggas is getting, I heard that Adam 22 is getting sued. Whack 100 can't stop loose cannon from doing whatever the fuck he want. He's a grown man, and hey, Adam 22, he entertained gangbangers. He have them around his platform. Can't get bent out of shape when they do some gangster shit. How did you stop smoking? Next month is gonna be a year. It was Ramadan, and I think the day that I stopped was one of them days. If you're a weed smoker, you've woken up with that dehydrated, sick, I smoked too much the day before feeling. And it was like, I ain't smoking nothing today. My stomach just wasn't, I ain't smoking nothing today. Day one. Day two, I ain't smoking nothing today. Day three, I ain't smoking no more. That's how it happened. I was always thinking about it because I read Prodigy's book, My Infamous Life and shit. And he was talking about how disciplined 50 Cent was and shit. He was like, man, when I was on G-Unit Records and shit, he said they used to go partying after their shows and shit. When they was on tour, they would go to the club and shit like that. He was like, 50 didn't do none of that. 50 would go back to his trailer and be in his trailer doing push-ups and working out. He said nobody hung out. He said all of our trailers stayed packed with a bunch of girls, niggas smoking weed, smoking, drinking and shit like that. He said 50 shit wasn't like that. He said, well, nobody in 50 trailer but him and his personal chef. And he said Mace would go down to 50's trailer and hang out with him sometime. And he like 50 started rubbing off on Mace because you go down there and, you know, stick your head in the trailer. Mace would be in the trailer doing push-ups with 50. So I thought that was a flex. You know what I mean? A nigga getting money, don't drink, don't smoke. That was always something that I replayed over and over in my mind and shit. And I wanted that for myself. I'm a student of 50 Cent, so that's basically how it happened. You have done some great journalism. Have you ever been mistaken for being from the DC area? Nah. Walaikum salam, D. Young Noble, non-factor. My man said, I'm trying to quit now. Something that we don't admit is not only are we addicted to the weed, but we be addicted to the we be addicted to the blunts or the backwoods or whatever, you know, whatever you use to roll your blunts with. People normally be addicted to that too because they won't smoke it without them and shit. Like a weed smoker that likes to smoke with backwoods and shit like that, they're not gonna put their weed in no glass bowl and shit. They don't want it like that. They don't enjoy it like that. They only enjoy it rolled up. You know why? Because you addicted to the fucking leaf too. You know what I'm saying? So just ain't no good for you. That leaf is tobacco. It tell you on the package, on the back of blunts, there's a Surgeon General's warning that said this product, it says warning on the back of every pack of blunts, backwoods, whatever. It says it in plain English on the back of the package. Warning. This product is known to cause cancer. It say it on the package and shit. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker just crack them blunts and roll it up and smoke it like it ain't, like they didn't just warn you that it's gonna kill you and shit. That's called addiction. For real. If I keep getting trash, I'm done. But if I stay with gas, it leads to opportunities. Snoop ain't giving it up. There's some people that's been smoking all their life, and you know, I don't know, man. Do you like the old school Cartier frames with the wooden arms? Those are my favorite pair and shit. If you go to my Instagram page, you'll see me with those on. It's the only Cartiers I ever owned. No buffs for me. I like the wooden frames and shit, the ones that was out in the 90s and shit, like 96. The ones that Nature was wearing on the Firm album. Yeah. I seen Drake wearing one of your PA knits. That wasn't mine, but that yarn that whoever he got that from, that yarn that he had, I've had that yarn before, but that wasn't one of mine and shit. The fact that he's wearing a crochet hat is that's due to my work for the last 4 years and shit. I made that shit fashionable. When you see somebody with it on, even if they don't got mine on and shit, I'm the one made that shit fashionable. Before PA Knit, it was just a hat made out of yarn and shit. I turned that to some fly shit though. I think OKC gonna take it. Listen to this shit right here. This is called Suicidal Thinking by Jerry White. Jerry White is the man's name. We all addicted to something. We just living, bro. Tomorrow not promised. Jerry White. I'm not addicted to anything. You dig? Don't put me in the same boat as you. Just because you trapped by the addiction of the sickness, the mental illness of addiction, that don't apply to everybody. There's people in here just like me that don't have no addictions and shit. I ain't addicted to nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't addicted to pussy. I ain't addicted to money. I ain't addicted to no drugs. If anything, I'm addicted to this life, to life. I'm addicted to the gym. So, and that whole, tomorrow's not promised thing, it's not promised, but I'm still trying to get there. Another thing too is that all the candy, Snicker bars, Twix, all that sugar is the main killer. Correct. That's great not to have an addictive personality. I don't. It's the extreme change of thought when people smoke. Them normal seem non-creative or boring sometimes. I think I continue to create. I did get some very creative thoughts when I was smoking weed, but that shit had to go, man, period. London, what up? My man said Shaitan is real. No, born behind enemy lines, you learn to accept what it is, not what we want it to be. I said at the beginning of this live stream, the problem with social media is that you kind of put everybody with different aptitudes in the same classroom and shit. That's your understanding of life and addiction. That ain't mine, pimp. What about edible gummies? Them shits cost money, man. Them cost money just like weed and shit. I don't want no parts of no drugs, yo. For real. Trying to live. Next month will be 9 years for me. I can't even stand the smell now. I like the smell of weed, but something that I noticed was this. Somebody can come around me who just got done smoking, and you can smell that shit. You can smell it in their clothes, like you can smell it. And I said to myself, I can't believe that I was running around like that. Like, that's offensive. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, when you smoke, you probably can't smell it on you, but other people can smell it on you. Like, you might have went to your kid's school or something, and they smell that shit on you. They smell that shit in your clothes and shit. I'm saying to myself, I can't believe that I was going out in public smelling like that and shit. When you go shopping, let's say you go to Foot Locker and you at the cash register paying for your clothes and shit. You smoke the blunt on the way to the store. They smell that shit on you. Everybody know your motherfucking business and shit. Like, I'm like, I can't believe that I was doing that. And I know girls didn't like that shit. They didn't. For real. Go around a chick, you smell like fucking weed and shit like that. It's not attractive. Weed is super strong when you don't smoke it. That's why it's only edibles for me. Cameron and Mace will be on Jimmy's neck Monday morning. Yeah, I heard that. I remember my dog used to try to cover the smell with cologne. It don't even work. He said, yeah, I realized that too. Yeah, once I stopped smoking, I'm like, we was at a funeral recently, and one of my homies came in and dapped me up. I'm like, God damn, man, you smell like weed and shit. No, you ain't here hugging motherfuckers. Like, you at the funeral, you hugging people and shit. Like, you smell like weed like a motherfucker. You could spray some shit on you and just smell like weed and cologne. Like, that shit don't go nowhere. It's too pungent. That shit be in the fabric of your clothes and shit, man. That shit don't go nowhere. Coming home from school and sat straight on the couch. Hand sanitizer works for your hands. It definitely ain't get the smell off. Is this a pro-Trump channel? Ain't nobody tripping off Donald Trump over here, man. I think he's funny. He's a funny dude. The other day he did his little public address, and he said of Hamas, he said if Hamas don't pipe down, he said if Hamas don't pipe down now, when he get in office, it's gonna be hell to pay. No, he said, if Hamas don't pipe down, when I get in office, all hell gonna break loose. I thought that shit was funny as hell. That's a threat. Sound like some shit John Wayne has said. He said, this motherfucker crazy. Shit was, he said, Trump a gangster. That's gangster talk. He said if they don't chill their ass out, it's going, he gonna turn the U.S. military loose on their ass. He said, watch how it happen. He means what he say. He funny to me. He funny to me. You know what else he did? The next day after he won the election, that nigga he called a press conference. He said, when I get in office, this is what he said. I can't say the exact words, but he said, when I get in office, we gonna end all transgender surgeries by penalty of jail. He said, if anybody is caught performing them fucking surgeries, corrupting the minds of little kids, got little boys thinking they're girls, if anybody is caught pushing pharmaceutical drugs that alters the genetic makeup of the human being, you're going to jail. Did y'all hear him say that? Did y'all hear him say that? Did y'all heard him say that? That nigga said that the next day. He said, I don't know what the fuck been going on with Biden and all of them. Like, y'all got out of hand with that shit. Y'all run around here doing them surgeries. He said, that shit is illegal in the United States. You fucking up the minds of young boys and girls. Children should not be. You know how they be fucking with the schools saying that kids can identify as different shit? And he said, nah. He said, nah, that shit is over with. He said, Trump not playing with their ass. He said, they gonna lose funding. I was tickled as hell. That shit tickled me to death. He said that shit the next day after he won the election. He said, effective immediately. He said, effective immediately. Anybody caught with gender-altering drugs in the United States, the FDA, he said, by legislation, you go into fucking jail. I take it he don't fuck with the blades and shit like that. Yo. Yo, he said, yeah, that gender BS. He said, as they should. So, you ask me, is this channel pro-Trump? I'm on the fence, man, but some of this shit he be on, it just tickled me to death and shit. So, hey, I didn't vote for him. I didn't. Netherlands, what up? He said, yeah, they need not to be pushing that shit on them kids or our kids for real, for real. I'm with Trump on that one. He said he's a gangster. Good morning, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. I don't know who sent that super chat, man. I didn't catch your name, but thank you. Let me see if I can run it back. See if I can find you in these comments. You're gone, man, but uh-oh. Hector, have a great day. Thank you. That worked out. $100 push-ups a day, about to hoop in a little bit. That's what's up. That's what's up. Walaikum salam. Boom, boom. He turning the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America. Got another super chat, Omega TV. Thank you. Him and Obama look real chummy at the funeral. He said, I'm with you, bro. I'm the same. I fuck with him, though. I think before he got into politics, most black people fucked with him. They was using his name as a punchline in hip-hop for years and shit. For years. Do you have a regular job or is this life? I'm a professional dribbler. Where are you from? Are you new to this channel or something like that? You don't know who I am? You don't know who I am? Fat Joe ain't hosting the BET Music Awards. He said, what kind of question is that? Yeah, he confused the hell out of me. This the same nigga who just tried to make me a drug addict with him, talking about some we all gonna die from something. That's the same guy and shit. I think he's new here. You ever heard of Jin Lee? If so, what's your take on him using the N-word? I just seen a video of somebody who probably shouldn't have been saying that. I ain't offended by the N-word. I'm not. I've been called nigga so many times and shit. It don't hold no power or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? JB Fuller, you have a great day too. Trump gave Jesse Jackson money to run for president. He said, I'm saucy. It's 6:30 a.m. on a Sunday, and you're saucy. You was just talking about addiction. I think you need to get to a detox center. You need some help. You need some professional help. Gully, there's a YouTube compilation with every hip hop track Trump is mentioned on. I want to hear that. Bullets the Barber, what's up, pimp? Appreciate you. Let me ask y'all something, right? What do y'all think started those fires in LA and shit? That shit is kind of serious. Oh, y'all see some cat was running around setting those fires, burning up old Christmas trees. We said that at the same time. Arson. I was looking at them, John. I'm like, how did this shit happen? Cause there's a bunch of shit going on all at once. You got the snowstorms in the south in Atlanta. They getting blizzards and shit. Wildfires in fucking LA. It's a bunch of shit going on all at once and shit. And I'm like, man, this shit is kind of suspicious. How the fuck did that happen like that? Like, what would cause, how did that happen? Arson. He said, hate, they caught a dude, a chick with gas cans, insurance scams, humans. It's fire tornadoes now. I just seen that. They trying to make it to a smart city, so they burnt everything down, huh? In the rich neighborhoods only. Insurance scams. He said snow in Atlanta is crazy as hell. It's snow in North Carolina too. Not Charlotte, but my people live up the road in Burlington. They got snow in Burlington, North Carolina. Burlington, Greensboro area, shit. Most insurance companies left California. Good morning, everybody. I've been here over an hour. I just came and kick it with y'all this morning because I was up. But I'm about to lay back down and watch some highlights, some sports highlights and shit like that, man. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I got more content coming to y'all as soon as I get to my editing software. It's on. He said Fire and Ice, aka Armageddon. My mom's live in Burlington, North Carolina too. Yep, that's where my people at. Anyway, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. At IamGullyTV_. He said, light that blunt, bruh. I ain't got no blunts to light. I don't. So, yeah. Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Make sure y'all follow me. Twitter, GullyTV1. Go to my website, therealdribble.com, and get you some knittage. I ain't got no knittage on me right now, otherwise I would flash. But it's time for me to, it's Sunday. I got work to do. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, all right? Peace.